The rehearsal dinner was perfect. 75 guests, white roses everywhere, my fiancé Daniel beside me, his mother Patricia giving a toast. To Daniel and Emily. She paused before my name, like it tasted wrong. Tomorrow will be a special day for our family. Everyone raised their glasses, smiled, cheered. But I noticed something. She said our family, not our new family, not welcoming Emily, just our family. After dinner, I went to the bathroom, touched up my makeup. Tomorrow I'd be a bride. Mrs. Emily Henderson, part of the Henderson family. The bathroom door opened. Patricia walked in, locked it behind her. "We need to talk." My stomach dropped. "About what?" She stepped closer, her voice quiet, cold. "Let's be clear about something. Tomorrow, you'll marry my son. You'll take our name. You'll stand in photos with us. But you'll never be part of this family. You're not our kind. You never will be. And I'll make sure you remember that every single day." She unlocked the door, walked out, left me standing there, shaking. I pulled out my phone, texted Daniel. "We need to talk. Now." 30 minutes later, everything was canceled. If you've ever been told you're not good enough for someone you love, stay with me until the end. Your support means everything to me. Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Have you ever had to walk away from someone because of their family? Let's talk about it. Now, back to my story. My name is Emily. I'm 28 years old. And 12 hours ago, I was supposed to become Emily Henderson. I met Daniel 3 years ago at a bookstore. We both reached for the same book. Laughed, started talking, exchanged numbers. By our third date, I was in love. Daniel was everything. Kind, funny, ambitious. He was a pediatric surgeon. I was a high school teacher. We fit together perfectly. His family was different. The Hendersons were old money, Boston elite, country club memberships, Ivy League education, summer homes in Martha's Vineyard, the kind of family that appeared in society pages. I was from a middle-class family in Ohio. My dad was a mechanic. My mom was a nurse. I'd put myself through state college, paid my student loans, worked summers to afford textbooks. Daniel said none of that mattered, that he loved me, that his family would love me too. He was wrong. The first time I met Patricia, she'd looked at me like I was a stain on her carpet, asked where I summered. When I said my parents' house in Cleveland, she'd actually laughed. How quaint. Over 3 years, it got worse. She corrected my table manners, commented on my clothes, asked when I'd do something about my career, suggested I invest in better jewelry, made it clear I wasn't good enough. But Daniel defended me. Always. "Mom, stop. Emily is perfect as she is." I thought that was enough. That if Daniel loved me, his mother would eventually accept me. Tonight proved me wrong. I found Daniel in the hotel bar, showed him the text I'd sent. "We need to talk." He smiled. "Cold feet? Because I'm not letting you back out now. Your mother just told me I'll never be part of your family." His smile faded. "What?" "In the bathroom, after her toast. She said tomorrow I'll marry you, take your name, but I'll never actually be a Henderson, that I'm not your kind, that she'll make sure I remember that every day." Daniel's face went from confused to angry. "She said that?" Word for word. "She was probably just nervous. Tomorrow's a big day." "Daniel, she meant it. She's been telling me I'm not good enough for 3 years. Tonight she made it clear that marriage won't change that." "Emily, I love you. My mother's opinion doesn't matter. It does matter. She'll be part of our lives. Every holiday, every family event, every milestone. And she just told me she'll make me miserable." "I'll talk to her." "And say what? Ask her to pretend to like me? Force her to include me? I don't want that. I don't want to spend my life proving myself to someone who's already decided I'm not worthy." He grabbed my hands. "So what are you saying?" I felt tears building. "I'm saying I can't marry into a family where I'm not wanted, where your mother has already decided to make me an outsider, where I'll spend every gathering being reminded I'm not good enough. You're good enough for me, but not for her, and she's your mother. She'll always be there, and I'll always be the outsider she tolerates. Emily, please, don't do this. We can work through this. How? By ignoring her? By pretending she didn't just tell me I'll never belong? By starting our marriage with this hanging over us? He didn't have an answer. I stood up. I love you. I've loved you for 3 years, but I won't marry into a family that doesn't want me. I won't spend my life fighting for acceptance that will never come. So you're canceling the wedding? I'm canceling the wedding. That night, I called my maid of honor, Sarah, my best friend since college. I need you to help me cancel the wedding. What? Why? I told her everything. Patricia's words, Daniel's lack of solution, my decision. Em, are you sure? You love Daniel. I do, but I can't marry him. Not like this. Not knowing his mother will make my life hell. What do you need me to do? For the next 6 hours, we made calls. The venue, the caterer, the florist, the photographer, the band. Everything was canceled. Some vendors kept deposits, some refunded. I didn't care about money. I cared about getting out. By 3 a.m., it was done. 300 guests would show up tomorrow to a wedding that didn't exist. Daniel texted at 4 a.m. Please don't do this. I love you. We can fix this. I typed back. I love you too, but love isn't enough when your family sees me as an outsider. I'm sorry. At 6 a.m., my parents arrived. My dad hugged me. You did the right thing. Did I? I just canceled my wedding 6 hours before the ceremony. You chose yourself, over a man whose mother told you you'd never belong. That takes strength. My mom was crying. I'm so sorry, honey. You deserve better. I just wanted to be loved. By him and his family. Was that too much to ask? No. But some families are broken, and you can't fix them by marrying into them. At 8 a.m., the time I was supposed to start getting ready, I posted on social media. Due to unforeseen circumstances, the wedding of Emily and Daniel Henderson has been canceled. We apologize for any inconvenience. Comments flooded in. What happened? Are you okay? OMG, I'm on my way to the venue. I turned off my phone. Couldn't handle it. By noon, my phone had 147 missed calls. Daniel, Patricia, Daniel's father, wedding guests, friends. I listened to one voicemail from Patricia. Emily, I don't know what you told Daniel, but you've made a terrible mistake. Canceling this wedding is embarrassing for our family. I hope you're proud of yourself. No apology, no acknowledgement of what she'd said, just anger that I'd embarrassed them. I deleted it. Daniel showed up at my apartment at 2 p.m. I opened the door. He looked terrible, eyes red, suit wrinkled. Emily, please, I talked to my mother. She said she didn't mean it. She meant every word. She was stressed. Tomorrow was a big day. Daniel, stopped defending her. She told me I'd never be family, that she'd make sure I knew it every day. Those aren't stress words. That's her truth. I'll set boundaries. I'll tell her she has to respect you. She's your mother. You've been setting boundaries for 3 years. She ignores them every time. Why would marriage change that? Because once you're my wife, I'd still be the outsider. The one who isn't good enough, the one she tolerates because she has to. He sat down heavily. So that's it? 3 years together, all our plans, our future, you're throwing it away because of one comment? One comment? Daniel, she's been making comments for 3 years. Last night was just the first time she said it directly, the first time she made it clear that marriage won't change how she sees me. I love you. I love you too. But I won't live my life knowing your mother is waiting for me to fail, waiting to remind me I don't belong. I deserve better than that. You're being dramatic. That's when I knew. He didn't get it, didn't understand, would always choose his mother over me. I think you should leave. Emily, leave, please. He stood, walked to the door, turned back. You're making the biggest mistake of your life. Maybe, but it's my mistake to make. The door closed. He was gone. The next day, my phone exploded, not with calls, with messages, from wedding guests, from people who'd shown up to the venue. Found a sign, wedding canceled. Most were supportive. Hope you're okay. You did what's right for you. Proud of you. But some weren't. We traveled across the country for this. You wasted everyone's time. How selfish. Daniel's friends were brutal. You embarrassed him. He deserves better. You're going to regret this. I didn't respond to any of them, but one message stood out, from Daniel's aunt, his mother's sister. Emily, I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry. Patricia has always been controlling. I watched her drive away Daniel's last girlfriend, and the one before that. You're the only one who lasted 3 years, but I'm not surprised she finally broke you. No one is ever good enough for her son. I hope you find happiness. Aunt Margaret. I stared at that message. Drive away Daniel's last girlfriend, and the one before that. I'd been the third woman Patricia had destroyed, and Daniel had let it happen. Again. Sarah came over that night, brought wine, Chinese food, tissues. How are you holding up? I canceled my wedding 12 hours before the ceremony. How do you think? I think you're braver than most people. Most would have gone through with it, convinced themselves it would get better. You saw the truth and walked away. I love him, Sarah. I know. But love isn't enough when his family treats you like an enemy, when his mother tells you you'll never belong. What if I made a mistake? What if I should have married him anyway? And spent the next 40 years being reminded you're not good enough? Being excluded from family decisions? Being the outsider at every gathering? That's not a life. That's a prison. She was right. I knew she was right. But it still hurt. 3 months later, I ran into Daniel. At a coffee shop. He was with someone. A blonde woman. Young. Preppy. The kind of woman Patricia would approve of. He saw me. Froze. The woman didn't notice. Kept talking. I grabbed my coffee, walked past him, didn't stop. Outside, he caught up to me. Emily, wait. I turned. Who's your friend? That's Caroline. We've been seeing each other. 3 months. That was fast. I didn't plan it. My mother introduced us. She's from a good family. My mother approves. Of course she does. That's what matters, right? Your mother's approval. Emily, don't. Don't what? Point out that 3 months ago you were supposed to marry me, and now you're dating someone your mother picked? Someone who fits? Someone who's your kind? It's not like that. It's exactly like that. Your mother won. She told me I'd never be family. I left. And now you're with someone who meets her standards. She got exactly what she wanted. His face crumpled. I miss you. Every day. You miss me? Or you miss the version of me that tried to fit into your world? I miss us. Our plans. Our future. We never had a future, Daniel. Not really. Not as long as your mother was waiting to remind me I wasn't good enough. I should have defended you better. You should have chosen me. Period. Not defended me. Not set boundaries. Actually chosen me over her. But you didn't. You never would have. That's not fair. What's not fair is being told you'll never be family by the woman whose family you're marrying into. What's not fair is spending 3 years trying to prove yourself worthy. What's not fair is canceling your wedding because the alternative is a lifetime of being an outsider. He didn't have a response. I hope Caroline makes you happy. I hope your mother approves. I hope you have the life you want. Emily. Goodbye, Daniel. I walked away. This time he didn't follow. 1 year after the canceled wedding, I met someone. Marcus, a fellow teacher, kind, funny, from a normal family, a family that welcomed me immediately. His mother hugged me at our first meeting. Emily, we've heard so much about you. Come in, come in. No criticism, no judgment, no comments about my background or career or clothes. Just warmth, acceptance, welcome. 6 months later, Marcus proposed. Small, private, just us on a beach. Emily, I love you. My family loves you. Will you marry us? I said yes. We got married at City Hall. 20 people, casual clothes, pizza after, his parents, my parents, close friends, no stress, no drama, no one telling me I didn't belong. At the reception, Marcus's mother pulled me aside. I'm so happy you're part of our family now, officially. I teared up. Thank you. You seem surprised. I guess I am. My last almost marriage. His mother told me I'd never be family. Her face went soft. Oh, honey, you dodged a bullet. I know, but it still hurt. Of course it hurt. But look where you are now, married to a man who chose you, part of a family that wants you. Sometimes the worst things lead to the best things. She was right. If I'd married Daniel, I'd be spending tonight at a Henderson family dinner, being reminded I wasn't good enough, being the outsider, being tolerated. Instead, I was here, with Marcus, with his warm, loving family, with people who actually wanted me. Marcus found me on the balcony. Everything okay? Everything's perfect. No regrets? I thought about Daniel, about Patricia, about the wedding I'd canceled. Not one. He kissed me. Good. Because I'm not letting you go. Ever. Even if your mother tells you to? He laughed. My mother adores you. She'd disown me if I messed this up. That's the difference. Daniel's mother had tried to push me out. Marcus's mother pulled me in. Daniel had defended me. Marcus chose me. Every time, without question. I'd canceled a wedding to a man whose mother said I'd never be family. I'd married a man whose mother called me family from day one. Patricia had been right about one thing. I was never going to be part of the Henderson family. But she was wrong about the important part. It wasn't because I wasn't good enough. It was because they weren't good enough for me. And walking away from that wedding, from Daniel, from Patricia, from a lifetime of being an outsider, was the best decision I ever made. Because it led me here, to Marcus, to acceptance, to actual family. The night before my canceled wedding, Patricia told me I'd never belong. She was right. I didn't belong there. I belonged here, with people who wanted me, who chose me, who made me family without conditions. And that's worth more than any Henderson wedding could ever be. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly means the world to me. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I love reading every single one of them. Each comment inspires me to keep creating stories for you. See you next time.